Aloha, welcome to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus Park, and this week we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary. We've been doing this podcast for 5 years, and I want to take this time to thank everybody that's inspired me and helped me throughout the process, getting started and keeping this podcast going. I really want to take this time to thank all the guests that has come on my show. You guys have had amazing conversations with me. You guys definitely motivated, and most of all, you inspired me. I appreciate you guys coming on and taking time out and just hanging out and talking story with me for an hour. Most of all, I want to thank the people that tune in and listen to the show. You guys are the reasons why this thing keeps going. I appreciate all the positive and negative feedback. You guys inspire me as well, and thank you for all the support. It's been 5 years. It's been a blessing. It's been a crazy fun 5 years. I also want to thank my sponsors. Most of all, Defend Hawaii. They've been with me from the beginning. I want to thank iRip Detail Supply, Med Mushroom High, all the people that have been messing with me since this thing started. I appreciate all of you, and hopefully now we can keep this thing going another year. I'm looking forward to year number 6. We got some new stuff coming up, and it should be a fun year. I appreciate you guys. And as always, you can find us on pretty much every single podcast platform, all the main ones: Apple, iHeart, Pandora, Spotify. You can find us on all of those platforms. Our YouTube channel, Above the Bridge Podcast, and our website is atbpod.com. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment. It matters. And appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's make year number 6 super fun. Aloha. Okay, this week for my 5-year anniversary, I wanted somebody special and somebody I haven't got to talk too much since she left to San Diego. And yeah, she's one of my favorite people on earth. And she's due for our annual episode. Welcome back, Becky MITS. Thank you for coming on.
Yay! I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. Yeah, we haven't really. I think you called me a couple of days after the wedding, and that was all the way back in July, and that was it. Our lives have just been like moving ever since.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank you so much for being a part of our wedding. I know I told you this before, but we had the most praise was our MC, and it was you, and
I couldn't
everybody
believe
loved
that.
you.
I couldn't believe that because I was so. I should. The expression is not that I didn't care. It's that I didn't have like the same sort of preparation that I usually do for weddings. Like I'm usually like super overthinking it and thinking about like, okay, well this happens at this time and I want to make sure I get all the pronunciations right. But because you're my friend, I really felt like if I mispronounced something, you weren't going to get mad, or like if I missed something, you weren't going to. So that not having that anxiety, maybe that's what it was just I was also not sober towards like halfway the night.
Oh,
But it
neither
was
was
fun.
I. Like you could have messed up. I probably wouldn't even known. Like I don't even remember half the night.
But my contingency to you was I was like, I will fly home for this, but you have to let me be a guest and like drink and have fun. And you were like, sure. So
Yeah.
that's why it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was like it was my wedding. Like everybody got to be drunk.
Mhm.
That's a must. You killed it, and like I said, I had the most positive feedback from you, because of you. Everybody's like, "Who's your MC?" Oh, Becky Miss did amazing. Where did you find her? Like everybody, like I got emails and texts
So funny.
and all kind, and for me, that's like
I'm
that's my
glad.
friend.
That makes me happy. I know
Yeah,
that's how it felt for me too. It was like I just felt like I was doing my friend. It didn't feel like because it wasn't a gig. It was not like a working gig. I was a guest that just happened to be helping you MC. That's like how I played that role, and maybe that's what made the difference. So yeah, no, it was awesome. I'm so glad to hear that they enjoyed it because that means they had a good time, and I want them to have a good time at your wedding. So I'm glad to hear that.
you're lucky you're not here in Hawaii because you probably would have gotten so many inquiries like, "Hey, can you MC my thing?" Because yeah, you killed it.
Thank you. I mean, that would have been fine, but yeah, no, it's I haven't done a wedding in San Diego. I haven't been I also haven't put myself out there as a wedding MC in San Diego. So maybe like years down the line, but right now it's like not a priority.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. Wait, first off, I'm trying to backtrack. When was it exactly did you move to San Diego?
I left, I want to say February 27th and I landed on the 28th. And I moved
Okay.
in like March 1st. Like it was like really, yeah, like the timeline moved really fast. Pretty sure that was, no, I think I left on the 28th and I landed on the 1st and I moved in on the 1st.
Oh, so you haven't even been gone a year then.
No, yeah, no, not at all. Um, and I moved with 7 suitcases, despite being told I was only, despite being told I was only allowed six. I moved with seven, which is very hard to move your entire life. And the timeline in which I moved, I'm sure we'll get into it later, but the timeline in which I moved was so fast moving that I didn't really have time to think about like what I was bringing, what I should have brought. It was like, how do I get the dogs here? What do I need to bring? And when I because I started, okay, this is the timeline of events. I moved or I left on the 28th. I moved in on the 1st. I was on the air by the 3rd. So that's how fast it was like. I didn't have like a month to like get settled in the city. It was like go, go, go. So no, it has not
Yeah.
even been a year, but it's been a year since I visited San Diego. I think maybe
Yeah.
even today, if today is what is today, the 12th? I think like
Yep, the
maybe like a
12th.
year, almost a year since I visited San Diego and did my unofficial interview. So it's been, yeah, it feels like it's been longer because I think I might have
Yeah.
called you and told you about the San Diego thing. So it feels like a year, but no, it's really been
Yeah.
since March.
That's super cool. How the dogs respond to moving?
You know what? They did really well. They're doing super well. I think because they've always had each other. Like Ramsey, I was with her for a year, where it was just the two of us, but then she's been with Solana for like 2 years. So most of her, because she's gonna be three, most of her life has been with Solana, and Solana's only ever been with Ramsey. So because they have each other, I think that transition helped a lot. If they were by themselves and I took them out of their element, it's always been just the three of us. Like for example, I'll give you a story. Ramsey's brother, the girl who actually no, I'm sorry, Ramsey's dad, the woman who has Ramsey's dad moved to Seattle from Hawaii, but Ramsey's dad was always with a group of dogs. So when she moved to Seattle, the dog didn't do very well because he was
Oh,
so used to being in a group of dogs versus it's always been just Ramsey, Solana, and I. So I think that's probably why the transition was great, but they're fine. They're good. They're healthy. They're one is on my lap right here. So the other one is
nice.
sitting behind me. So it's good. It's been really good, and they've been doing very well. So I'm yeah happy to report that.
All right. And how do you like living in San Diego?
I love it. I love it. I do. I like the cooler weather a lot. I mean, it's not like significantly colder or cooler, but it's like I can open up my windows and not be sweating. Um, I can actually wear hoodies now and not be sweating. Uh, I like the weather a lot. I like my life here a lot. I like the things that I go out way too much. I go out way too much. I go out like every weekend, and I should not do that. There should be weekends where I stay home, but I'm out every weekend, whether it's Friday night, Saturday night. I try not to go out Sunday nights, but if there's like a game on Sunday, well, I gotta watch the game on Sunday, and it's been super fun. Yeah, it's been super fun. I think that you know this on a personal level, but I always wanted to leave Hawaii.
Yeah.
Um, I always wanted my career outside of Hawaii, and it was just a matter of waiting for the right opportunity. I think you were there for when I almost got a job in Utah, and I was
Yes.
like almost in Utah. Like, so that's how much I wanted to be out of Hawaii, and I wanted to move. And so San Diego was the right place for me at the right time. Everything happened at the right time for me here, and it was yeah, it's been super fun and I
That's
love it.
super cool.
Where I live right now, currently, I live in downtown San Diego. That part's not
Oh.
fun. I'm moving as soon as I can get out of here.
Oh, really?
It's
Why
just
is
really
that?
where I live. It's not like in close walking proximity to anything. Um,
Oh.
and I could walk to like Petco Park, but it's not like a right around the corner Petco Park. It's like 15 minutes to get down to Petco Park. Um, I want to since I've been living here, I want to move to an area where I can like walk to get my groceries, walk to go to a bar,
Mm.
walk to like, especially since in Hawaii it's that's not something that's common. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like, you know what I mean? You have to drive everywhere in Hawaii versus here in San Diego, that's not necessarily the case. And I like that. So, but it's good. You know, living in San Diego is really good.
How
Really, really good.
close is where you are to your workplace?
Like 12 minutes driving.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
shipped up your car and everything then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How's driving in San Diego?
I'm meant to drive in San Diego. I'm meant to be a
Oh,
California driver, I guess I should say, because I already drive like pretty recklessly. But my brother was just here a couple of days ago and he drove back. We went to Disneyland
oh yeah.
and he drove back from Disneyland back to San Diego that night because I was like going to be too tired because I had to work on Monday. He was driving so slow. He was driving so slow. I was like, oh, we could have been here like 20 minutes ago. So driving is fine. It's fun and it's easy. And shipping my car was super easy. It got shipped to an area that was only like 5 minutes away from where I worked. So like after work one day, I just went, picked up my car and
Oh,
drove off. And
nice.
it was awesome. So I'm so glad I have my car here. And it was only like $900 to ship it directly to
Oh,
San Diego.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
super
know.
cool. Oh,
Yes.
right on.
With the Hawaii plates and everything, it's awesome. People always stop and look at my plates too. That's the weird part. But other than that,
Hmm.
it's great.
Well, last time you're on your sh on my show, we were kind of talking about how you were released from your job in Hawaii
Mm-hmm.
and you were in a transitioning phase and pretty much got everything you ever wanted now. How do you like your new job and what does it entail? What are you doing? What like who are the people you working with? I want to know all about your job in San Diego.
So it was okay. I'll tell you the full story from the beginning because you might know it, but listeners might not know it. I had gotten let go by iHeart in a big riff in early November of 2024. And then 2 days later, I was set to go on a trip to Portland, and I was like already set to go on this trip. See Sabrina Carpenter, like it was all planned out before I ever got the riff. I was in Portland 2 days later, or maybe even 3 days later, when I got the call from Tati, from Jesse and Tati in the morning on Star, and she was saying, "I just got out of a presentation. It was like a digital social media presentation for iHeart personalities. They still use you as an example in this meeting, but somebody told me you just got let go." And I said, I
Oh,
did just get let go. And she was like, well, just wanted to know they're still using, like, we had never met before. And we did not know each other. And she was like, they're still using you as an example. She was like, and I didn't know that you got let go, but I think you'd be a great person for our new executive producer or our executive producer position. And I said, okay, I don't know because had gotten let go as an on-air personality. And when I heard executive producer, I heard you're not going to be a personality anymore, basically. So I was like, oh, I don't know. That's kind of like going backwards for me.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I like want to do that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say that. I just was kind of like, this all just happened. And I was getting calls from a couple of different people. And so I was like, I'm kind of like, you're not the first call that somebody's made. In fact,
Yeah.
no, she might have been like the second call. She was one of the early calls, but I was just like, I'm on a trip. I'm not really thinking about that right now. um,
Yeah.
I will like get back to you basically. And I had full intentions of. And then when I was in Seattle, she sent me a message and said, since you're already like in the mainland, would you be down to stop in San Diego on your way back home? Instead of like, flying over or whatever or doing like a Zoom interview. And I was like, where am I going to go back to work? So,
Yeah.
so I flew down to San Diego. I couldn't say what I was flying down for. But I flew down to San Diego and spent the weekend there. I think I flew like on a Friday. Yeah, I flew on a Thursday night. And then Friday morning, I sat in on the show, did my interview ish. I didn't realize it was an interview until I was in the interview. And I was like, oh, shoot, this is not just like a visit. This is like a legitimate. I did not have the clothes because I wasn't prepared to go to a job interview, didn't have
Yeah.
like, I didn't have preparation for it. I literally thought I was just going to like meet them and see if they, if we meshed well together. So on Friday, sat in on their show, had a long conversation with them. And after I had the conversation with them, before I even did the job interview, I wanted the job because I loved how well the two of them communicated, and I loved what they had to say about how they envisioned me as an executive producer. So I went in and they were like, you're not just you're producing, which is true, I am producing, but they're like, you're not just doing that. You are going to be like the third person, which is what I already was in Hawaii. Um,
Yeah.
we're closer to LA, so your opportunities in LA are like much more vast here than they and to me, and this has always been my favorite part of the show. People always ask what my favorite part of the show is. My favorite part is you have no idea how well those two get along off the mic as well.
Oh,
They like even if they're bickering or fighting about something, which every show, every if you work with somebody every day for multiple hours a day, you're going to have disagreements, but they do it in a way that's so healthy that
hmm.
that is my favorite part about being on the show is they communicate so well with one another. If they don't like express a way that's not like name calling or bullying or anything, they'll just express it, and it's thoughtfully listened to by the both of them. And that was pretty clear when I was talking to them in my job interview, is that they were very collaborative, and they still are to this day, very open to my ideas, open to each other, and they're open to communication. And that really was what solidified it for me. I won't call anybody out, but I was never on a show like that before where I was able to like really feel heard and all that stuff. And so
Oh,
I really liked that. And I spent the weekend in San Diego. And after somebody showed me around town and I got tacos El Gordo and I did all like the San Diego stuff, I wanted to be in San Diego. And so it took a while from then on, because that interview happened like maybe like November, I think it was like November 14th or something like that. And then I didn't hear anything for like a week, 2 weeks went on. And then by the end of November, that's when I had gotten the call from Crave back at home, the advertiser
yeah.
job.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, San Diego's not calling me. They're not talking like it was he was staying in communication with me, but it was not like no offer had been made or whatever. And so I took the Crave job. And then in February, San Diego then called me and was like, we would like to formally offer you the position. So that was kind of like the timeline of events. And it was a very interesting time in my life, to say the least, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
I definitely remember that, and I definitely remember talking to you and been seeing like through you noticing how the universe works because that
Mm-hmm.
you had your lowest low, you're frustrated, you're
Uh-huh.
hurt, and then to swing it back the other way. And you're such a positive
Mm-hmm.
person and a fun person. It just was like, oh, she's such a good person. I hope something comes up. And then when it did, it was like, oh, that's the universe. That's how the karma and good vibes and all that stuff is supposed to play out. And as shitty as it is that you're not on the island and you cannot just pop in, like we just did an event and I knew you wasn't gonna be there. It's just that is the kind of the negative side of you leaving. But always see your Instagrams, I
Mm-hmm.
always see what you're doing, and it's like, oh, okay, like she kind of found her spot and place, and seems like you're super happy. Like I pretty much never seen you this happy, at least job wise, before. Okay, I want to take this short moment to shout out our sponsors. First up, we have Defend Hawaii. They've been our go-to sponsor and been with me from the beginning. They have some new stuff for fall, and you should pretty much go on their website now. They have so many cool deals and new stuff dropping. You can get your Christmas shopping done. Go to defendhawaii.com, and if you use promo code ATB pod upon checkout, you'll get 15% off everything you order. So go like just pile up your shopping cart and get a bunch of stuff and get 15% off everything. Defendhawaii.com. Aloha.
Oh yeah. I think when I got let go, you called me like pretty much like or not every day, but like pretty frequently for like a week or so. But I think I told you this, whether I texted you this or told you this on the phone. I knew everything was going to work out. So I was like,
Yeah.
the first day it happened was like very shocking. And I was like, whoa, my life is gonna be very different from here on out. But from then on, I didn't have like any sort of like negative emotion around it anymore. It was just that day. And after that, I was like, something is going to happen, something is going to work out. And New Year's Eve, I was home with my dogs. I didn't do anything for New Year's Eve. I was home with my dogs and I had this like feeling where I was like, it's going to like this year, it's going to like change and it's going to work out. And keep in mind, I didn't know anything about San Diego, nothing. I was like, just at home with my dogs in my apartment, celebrating New Year's Eve by myself, which I had done for multiple years before that. And not in a bad way. I just knew. I had that feeling. I was like, this is going to be a very transformative year, and it was. I
Yeah.
just kept that. I kept that sort of faith, and it did end up working out. But I always knew it would. I just had to be patient and believe, and also work at it as well. It can't just be saying it's going to work out and then do absolutely nothing. So
Exactly. Yeah.
now, yeah,
So
ended up working.
what is a work day entail for you with your new position being your on-air personality and a producer? Like, how does that play out? And what's the difference between that and when what you used to do here at the Hawaii radio station?
You know what's so funny is I am doing the exact same thing I already was doing back at home. Back when
Okay.
I was with Sam and Ryan. So remember, they had gotten let go in like, I want to say March of 2024. And then I got let go in November of 2024. But when I was working with them, I was third mic and I was basically producing their commercials, printing out their scripts, letting them know that we had I was already doing what I didn't know to be an executive producer role. I am I'm on the mic significantly less now, but I like it like that.
Okay.
I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would, but I love my role that I have right now. I love it. But I'm on the mic significantly less. I kind of like jump in every now and then. Sometimes a break will be like about something that happens to me because my life is so different from theirs. And that's the strength that I bring into the show is they're both like married with children and that's a big audience for us on Star, but I am
Yeah.
not married and I don't have children and that's another audience on Star as well. There's also unmarried people who don't have kids or someone who's my age 30 years old and is working towards that in their life. So that's the perspective that I offer. So sometimes I'll jump on for that perspective. Um but my typical day is I should say I get to the studio at 5. I don't. I get at 5:30. Uh, um, I'd be a lie. I do preparation before the show. We prep our show the day before, but I'll do a little bit more preparation when I get in. I'm looking at what we call the logs to see the timing of everything. I'm also checking to see what prizes we have to give away that day, any interviews we might have, what we have coming up on our show, because things can literally change overnight.
Mhm.
And I'll prep for them like Tati does like a news at the top of each hour. I'll like make she gets her own stories, but it helps to have mine as well. And stuff like that. Audio, I'll load in audio and things like that. I will make sure their show is set for the next day. And then sometimes I jump in on the mic. Oh, I pick up phones. I
Oh,
screen
okay.
phones. I pick up the phones. I input the prize information. It's all stuff that I was already doing. I get paid a little bit more and I live in a different place. That's pretty much it. Um, in regards to what I do now, so it's like sometimes I turn on the mic. I know how to run their board.
Oh,
What
wow.
else is there? So that's a typical day. That's from like 6 8 or 5:30 a.m. to about 9:45. And then from 9:45 until whenever we prep our show for the next day or for the weekend. And then I go back into the studio and I time out the Ryan Seacrest show because we have Ryan Seacrest on after us.
Oh,
So
wow.
I check the logs to make sure that it's all timed out correctly. And then it's up to me in terms of what I do. Some days I'm making content for Jesse and Tati. Some days I am writing push notifications for our iHeartRadio app. Some days, oh, is today Wednesday? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't send something I was supposed to send today. Now that I think about it, sometimes I'll send like digital reports. Sometimes I'll send like digital reports in how we're doing on social media. But yeah, so every day is different in regards to what I do. And then I also still do pop back at home in Hawaii. I still do the K-pop
Yeah.
show, and
Yeah.
I do a nighttime show in Portland as well. And all of those
Oh,
get is new every day. So yeah, that's like my day. Sometimes I'll do it at the studio. Sometimes I'll come home, eat lunch, take a nap, and then I'll jump on and do the rest of my shows. I prefer to do it all at the studio, but it depends on the day. Some days we have meetings, some days I'm making content, whatever. And yeah, that's a
yeah.
typical day, but I'm still done with my day by like 12, and that's awesome.
Oh, that's super cool. And you
Mhm.
seem to love it. Seem like you're
I
loving
love
your
it.
job.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. No job comes perfect. Nothing in life is ever perfect and everything is
Yeah.
easy breezy. But in regards to like what I could be doing, oh no, this is awesome. It's
Good for
great.
you.
It is great. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah, and it seems like the people you're working, well, I know Tati, but
Mhm.
the other people you're working with seem pretty cool.
Mm.
Have you got to do a lot of station events and being out in the public as a face of the station?
Mhm.
How has that been?
I've done a couple. I will. This is what I will tell you. I like a lot that nobody knows me out here. Now I don't know how long I'm gonna like it. If we're being honest here, I like it now a lot. In the future, knowing myself, knowing what I want for my career, I probably won't like it as much. But as of right now, it's nice to go somewhere and not have someone message me afterwards and be like, "I saw you here." It's really nice to do that.
Stalkers.
That happened at your wedding, but
Oh,
tell that
really?
story that happened at your wedding.
No, you didn't tell
I
me
was
that.
fixing my makeup in the Yeah, I was fixing my makeup in the window of one of your buses that was shuttling people back and forth. And I was just fixing my makeup in the window. And I was like towards the back of the bus, right? I'm in the back of the bus fixing my makeup. And about 5 to 10 minutes later, I got a message that was like, "You didn't need to use my window. You could have just went inside of my bus and used my mirror." And I was like, I'm happy I left Hawaii and for that. Like it's really my own making for the career that I've had and putting myself out there. So really like but now that I'm on the opposite side of where I can walk around and not have that happen to me, it is quite nice. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good. Well,
But
with
it's
social media, your life is easily accessible. So if it's
yeah.
at least in San Diego, it's such a huger like area
Mm-hmm,
and way more people than Hawaii. Yeah, that's
mm-hmm.
super. I think you did tell me about that bus driver. I think you like, oh no, that's not good.
I was just
Yeah,
like, dang, I just got here. Like I think I landed like the night before, and I was like, I just
yeah.
got here. But it's fine, it's all good. But that's like a lot of people will do that though. They won't approach you in person. Some people will, but a lot of them will see you and then tell you they saw you later on.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's better if you just say something now, then we can have a light conversation, then we can move forward with our lives. But if you leave me a message, it's there forever, you know?
Yeah, now I'm yeah, that's not good. How
Yeah.
are the people in San Diego just in general? Is it same kind of aloha vibes or more mainland standoffish? Oh, okay, okay.
Sometimes it depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. But Hawaii is always like going to be the nicest people. Always,
Yeah.
always going to be the
Yeah.
nicest people. So it's not the same in that regard, not at all. But keep in mind, I went to college in Portland, so I dealt with a lot of like very entitled
Oh yeah. Yeah.
people. I'll leave it at that. People. So I'm used to that sort of behavior. I'm used to, and it's fine. But no, it's nothing like Hawaii. Nothing like Hawaii. But
How's
it's fine.
how's the food?
Also fine. I was just thinking that today where like I miss like poke bowls and
Oh yeah.
going to because I didn't okay, well, people like laugh a lot about how much I love Zippies, but I truly went all the time. So
I went last night.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I'm saying. I truly went all the time. So like not being able to go all the time is like killing me. When I landed for your wedding, the first place I went to was Zippy's. Like it truly is what I miss the most. And when I go back home eventually, which I might go back in December, we'll see. I might go back in December. That's the first place I'm gonna go again. And then on the plane, I'm taking it with me. Like, um,
What's your go-to at Zippy's?
oh my God, it really depends on the day, to be honest.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
If we're doing breakfast, I like to do fried rice, over easy eggs. corned beef hash for the most part.
Okay.
I used to do that so many Sunday mornings where I would get that and then eat it and then pass out Sunday morning and have like a Sunday morning nap, and it was fantastic. I still, by the way, have Sunday morning naps. But it's a little different now. It's a little less zippies. But that's for breakfast. I mean, chili. I'm always doing a chili. Portuguese. I miss Portuguese bean soup. I'll do Portuguese bean soup. Sometimes grilled cheese. I love the fried noodles as well. Sometimes I like to do the fried noodles with chili, which is really gross, but it's super good. Um, but yeah, that's like
Fried
my
noodles with cheese.
go-tos. It's really gross. It's really gross, but it's so
Yeah.
good.
So funny. Now that I think about it, I used to eat at Zippy's a lot, especially when we were promoting and they were 24 hours. It was like, oh yeah, we're going Zippy's on
Hmm.
the way home. But one of my first times with Sasha was at Zippy's Kahala. Like the
Mm.
first, not date, but like one of the first times we hung out. And I lied to her. I was, at the time I was kind of recently divorced and I was spending like every weekend I would go to Hanson's. I'd bring all my clothes and it was like Friday afternoon. I was at Hanson's and we'd just run amok all the way till Sunday morning. But for that weekend or something, he couldn't, and I had to go home. But so I left district after our event, and Sasha got to stay and clean up and all that. And then I'm texting her like, "Oh, you wanna go eat at Zippy's?" And she said, "Yeah, we'll go to Kahala." And I'm thinking like, okay. She goes, "Oh, it's kind of far for you." And I lied. I said, "Oh no, I'm at Hanson's." But in reality, I was in Kaneohe. She said, "Okay, I'll meet you there. I'm leaving work now." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I had to like just from Kaneohe just make it to Kahala because I told her I was from like just so I could hang out with her. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
that's so sweet. That's really sweet. I love that
So
story.
yeah, I think our first kiss might have been in Kahala, Zippy's parking lot.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. I love that. I love that. That's a great
Uh,
story, man. Love happens at Zippy's. Heard it
yeah.
here first.
I hope it was our first kiss, or she's gonna listen to that and be like, no, Thaddeus, it wasn't at the
That's okay. Y'all are married now. You can get away with that now. Y'all
Yeah,
are
I can
married
do
now.
any kind of shit now. She's locked in.
How is married life? How's it been married for like almost 6 months?
Absolutely this exact same, except I gotta wear this thing. And like
Oh,
I've yeah. Other
oh,
than that, it's been pretty much the same. Like I
that's good.
oh, we have a joint checking account. We have a joint bank account. That's pretty
Oh,
much
yeah,
it.
that's married life.
Yeah. So it's like
That's
now
the
like
only difference. That's fun.
yeah, instead of me treating, we're like, oh, we just use this card every time. Now we're both yeah, it's been super cool. I think yeah, she's who I was meant to be with, and like she's been living and staying with me for the last how many years. So I yeah, just
Mm.
I think taking the step to make it like a official thing, I think um pretty much the only change. I mean, you know her, she's amazing. It's been cool, but she's
Hmm.
definitely ready to have a kid, so I guess that might happen sometime in the near future. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you knew that was gonna happen, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm not like timing it out or anything. Like we're not like I don't know,
Just
like
letting
there's
things happen.
like yeah, there's like apps and shit where you can figure out when's the best time and it's like whenever I'm drunk, that's the best time. No, no, no.
When she's ovulating, it's a certain amount of time. Her body temperature has got to be there. I get it. I get
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I have a
I'm
lot
not
of
trying to
friends
do all
that are
that.
doing all that. So yeah, I know exactly what road she's going down. But I also like in your defense, when it's scheduled like that, when it's like scheduled to be like, okay, well, I'm ovulating now, and like let's do this
Yeah.
now. It's like, oh, you're like thinking about it too much. I bet you're probably like thinking
Oh
about it
yeah.
like, oh shoot, like this is like a lot of pressure on me. But I don't know. I've never like attempted to get pregnant or do the whole pregnancy thing, so I don't really know how it all works. But if I were to try and get pregnant, I can imagine that that would be on my mind of like this pressure of trying to get pregnant, and it's like, oh, this is the right time and all that stuff. And
I just like
um,
after do a headstand and let it all seep to where it needs to be.
you gotta do what you gotta do. You want to know? You
Yeah,
want to know something funny? Is allegedly this is gonna get a little not safe for work. I'm gonna give you a little not safe for work, but allegedly the position that you're in
yeah.
could, like they say, determines the gender of the child. Now I don't know how true that is, but I have a friend that has a son, and she was like, "Oh, I was in this position and I had a son," and I was like, "I don't
All
know,
right.
like that seems
You
silly."
need to text me those I don't know. I'm on the fence of what I would want though. I honestly would like I'm super pro getting another daughter.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think because when I was having Aria, I wanted a son. I was like, oh, I want a son. I want a Thaddeus Jr. But having Arya and the connection I have with her, I was like, oh, I want one more best friend. Like a son, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to lick or like I'm gonna have to like teach him like men's shit. You know what I mean? With Arya, I don't have to do that. Like
Yeah, I bet. No,
and
I knew that that was going to be your route. I knew you weren't going to care about whether or not it was a girl or a boy. I know
yeah,
that you're not going to care.
yeah.
But yeah, I bet she wants to have a baby. That's fun though. That's fun, Thaddeus.
I guess it's like I'm starting all over. Like Arya's almost 18, or she's 15. Like she's almost like gonna be in going college and stuff. And then it's like,
Well,
okay, now we're gonna start all over.
she turned 15 this year.
Yeah, in June. June. Yeah, she's getting
Oh
her
yeah, so you have
freaking
like,
permit next month. How's that?
how do you feel about that?
I feel great. She drove me home from oh, I might have to edit this out, but she fucking this was Thaddeus, one of Thad's bad dad moments, but super cool. So we just had a event. Me and Hoppa Boy did this event. It was an R&B event at Capitol
I want to
Modern
hear
this
about this,
past week.
by the
Oh
way.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was fucking crazy. It was one of the funnest things I've done in a long time. Anyway, um, there was a DJ Musubi or something like that, and she
Okay,
had
yeah, I've heard, yeah, with DJ
okay,
B.
and she had her niece come or this little girl come, and they asked, "Oh, can she come in? She wants to see her auntie spin." And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And then it was early, and then oh, the wheels just turned. I'm like, Arya could come to this. Like this could be. If it's not the club. We're not running
No.
amok and being around a lot of 20-something-year-olds. It's an older crowd.
Right.
It's a good vibe. And then
Yeah.
couple shots in, I'm like Ubering Arya to our event. And I'm just like, oh, like,
That's not
I
a
like,
bad dad. You're there. You're being a parent while she's there. You're not like sending her off to some random party.
yeah, that's true. And it was like she came in and oh, she like I honestly wanted her to see what daddy and uncle do. And it was an
Yeah,
opportunity
absolutely.
for her to see it without all the stupid craziness of a nightclub and like
Hmm.
fights
Yeah, it was a good
happening,
way.
drunk bitches, yeah, and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a good way for her to kind of see what you're up to. Yeah.
Yeah, and I loved it, and it was
Did she have a good
uh
time?
oh yeah, and everybody know who she is, so they're like
Mhm.
just so stoked to see her and talking to her, and it was like it was cool, and she,
She drove you
she
home.
no, she did it. Sasha
Oh,
puked
okay.
and sobered up. Yeah, but that was the plan. I've been having. She drove me to Zippy's yesterday. I'm just selling myself out because she doesn't even have her permit yet.
Well, no, but she's learning how to drive, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. As long as nobody pulls us over, but she would drive us. Like I'll just pull over on Polly and be like, "Hey, drive," and like all the cool stuff I would think would be cool as someone her age, like I'm fucking let her do it. Like I'm
Mhm.
that dad. I'm the cool dad, but I'm still very responsible and stuff like that. And I mean, you seen my relationship with her, like she's
Oh yeah.
everything. Yeah, like
I mean, you're a cool dad, I think maybe to a certain extent, because I'm gonna guess that you still won't let her date.
oh yeah, yeah. She has like
That's what I was gonna say.
little friends, and like I'm like like she had this guy come watch her volleyball game, and he's like 6'2", or he's a volleyball player. And he comes walking on and like, oh, this is so and so. I'm like, what does he want? Like, what do you want? And he's like, oh, I just want to say hi. And I'm just like, okay, like, who the fuck is that? And then her friends are filming, and I look at her friends like, oh, you guys want to film a murder? Like, you guys. I was like, oh no, this is too
See, I
much.
knew it was to a certain extent. I knew you were, yeah, I knew you were not okay with
Yeah.
that. Certain extent for little friends. That's so funny. Oh man, that's really funny.
And then yeah, there's like these boys that like her, and like I don't know. I keep good tabs. I let her engage in conversations, and like it's all monitored.
Yeah.
I've like she can't wipe her ass. She can't take a shit without me knowing before she wipes her ass. Like it's just I have her on lock.
I mean, you're just being a dad. You're just being a
Yeah.
dad. And yeah, that's a girl dad from what I hear.
Yeah. And
Very, but
oh,
y'all have different relationship than I think a typical dad and daughter.
yeah. Shoot. Even at my wedding when we were when I was walking to like where you get do at the ceremony when you walk to the altar or whatever that thing was. I was
Mhm.
walking up and all I heard was somebody in the crowd yell, "Look, Arya's crying!" And oh, that like right, I could like I think I got the most emotional then, and then when we had our father-daughter dance, and she just put her head in my
Mhm.
shoulder, and I could feel her crying, and oh, I didn't lose it. I couldn't. And I told her uh when we were dancing, I said, Aria, this changes nothing. Like it's we're not starting a family. Like we're adding to something that me and you already created. And I said, honestly, this is what I told her. I said, fuck everybody here. It's always about me and you. And it's always gonna be like I don't give a fuck who, and I said it in these words, like literally, I don't care about what any of these people think. It's always me and you. And honestly, if you weren't cool with this, none of this would even have happened. And it was like she knows it. I just had to make her understand it's like we're not changing our family. We're adding to our family that which is me and her from the beginning. And it was cool that she was cool on board with it, and it was she liked dressing up and being a part of it, and like she was yeah
Yeah, we had fun because she came.
yeah
She even was there for. It wasn't even like really like an after party, but she was there when like there
oh
was like an
yeah
after party festivities happening, and I fell
yeah
asleep on the bed that she was on, which I didn't
yeah
really.
you guys are all crashing up, and we're over there singing loud karaoke.
I didn't hear anything. I was just asleep, but no, I was having a good time for
Yeah, that
sure.
was fun. It was a cool spot. I think we yeah, at the time I was so anxious to get it over with, but I feel like during was super cool. Like I didn't like the
Mm-hmm.
before, I liked the during, and then the after was like, oh shit, I wish we could have I wish we it was longer, or it didn't go by so fast or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And I got to meet like your sister, which was fun, and
Yeah.
your friends, and
Oh
she was
yeah.
lovely. She was awesome, and it was a great time. But
Yeah.
yes, but everybody was emotional during the father daughter dance. Like I don't think there was a dry eye in the room. I have a great shot of the two of you two for the father daughter dance, and yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
cool.
that's so lovely though that you what you said, in regards to Hasn't changed anything. I think she already knew that. I'm sure she already knew that, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
reiterated it, and yeah, that's so lovely. That's so nice to get a little inside scoop of what you were saying at the
Yeah.
father-daughter dance.
Yeah, I it was yeah, definitely emotional. I definitely wasn't planning it, and I like Arya is kind of like me. She doesn't cry unless she loses a volleyball game, but like she doesn't get too emotional on certain stuff like ma-
Mm.
and oh like she just didn't lose it, and I was like, oh shit, all right.
You know what? And she's probably like busy all day too. When you're busy all day, you kind of get like a little like your emotional guards are down. I'm the same way though. I don't really get too emotional about anything. I
Yeah,
don't really get
yeah,
super high or super low. So I don't really also don't really cry for that matter. It's kind of
yeah.
scary. But I kind of don't. And people are like, what's wrong with you? Like, why don't you cry?
I
Everyone's
don't
talking about
know.
deep stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
Not to
know.
say I don't cry, but it takes a lot to get there. I'm the same way.
I think because of this wedding, I turned to a little bitch because I get emotional way too often now. Like our event on Sunday, Hoppa's mom came up to me and gave me a
Mhm.
lei, and I had to walk away because I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, I don't know why or what.
That made you
Like,
cry.
it got me choked up. Like, I mean, we put a lot of work into it, and honestly, this is
Oh yeah.
Taylor's signature event where we agreed he could be the face of it, and he could be that guy, he could be the promoter, the face, and I can do all the back end stuff. And we did it together, and watching him take the reins and just everything we've taught him and every experience he had working with us, like he just took the good throughout the bad and made something cool. And it was just a lot of work and like pride. And when his mom came and gave me a lei, I don't know what it was, but like she was just so happy and proud of both of us. And like I don't know,
Oh
I
yeah. I was proud of y'all
yeah.
from where I was at. It looked like a good time. I was jealous.
Oh yeah, it
I
was
love that in there.
yeah, it was such a cool vibe. Um what it was a
Well,
we laid back R&B event, and it was a day party. And actually it
mhm.
wasn't that much of a day party. It was in the evening. It was like from
Yeah.
4 till 9, but the sun went down around 5:30.
And
But
y'all sold out.
sold
You had
out.
great DJs. This is something I will tell you about San Diego. DJs awful here.
Oh, really?
Awful. Awful. I went to
Oh
a place
shit.
called Booty Basement,
Well,
which
there
you
you
would think,
go.
well, for you it's supposed to be like ass shaking music, and I'm listening to this DJ and I'm like, he is terrible, and a bad DJ can ruin your entire night. I was like, let's go home. Like
Yep.
it's so that I have not been to a place yet where I've been out dancing like a couple of times. I've not been out where I've heard like a good DJ yet. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
That's interesting.
the only like DJ that I would say is pretty good is my coworker who I work with who DJs at the SDFC game. So I'm like, of course he's great, but everybody else terrible. I've not encountered a good DJ out here yet.
Oh, that's not good.
Conditions are
I'm
weird. Yeah,
oh,
no,
okay.
no.
That's good to know.
It
We
makes
we
me
definitely have good DJs. Yeah.
appreciate Hoppa because I always thought he was a great DJ.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
he has that skill set of being able to read the crowd, and he's like, oh, if they're not feeling this vibe, I'm gonna switch over to a different one. He's not just playing what he wants to hear; he's actually looking at the crowd and being like, no, they want to
Yeah.
hear this. Versus, I feel like a lot of like, dude, it was so bad. I couldn't believe how bad the DJing was. I was like, Jesus, ruining my whole vibe. If it's called Booty Basement and I love Bruno Mars, why are you playing Bruno Mars?
Yeah, yeah. We're not trying to fall in love here. We're trying to fucking shake it.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, do you not know what event we're at right now? And
Did
so
you see
it's
the sign when you walked in here?
that's what I'm saying. So no, I've not been impressed with the DJs. So all that to say, I was jealous of the laid back party. What a great name too, for that matter. I'm jealous of
Yeah.
how great that name was as well. So
Hopefully
I'm glad
we
it was a
can tour
success. Are
this
y'all gonna
thing.
do another one?
Yep, we're gonna drop the date. Probably when this airs,
Oh,
it'll be out already. But yeah, should be. We just
oh
kind of figured it
fun.
out today. Yeah, it was such a good response. And like,
Oh.
I haven't been motivated and
Hmm.
excited about an event for a while. And like, this whole thing is just right up my alley. It keeps me relevant. I don't have to be the face of it. Hoppa's doing his thing and just being him, and I'm just kind of on the back end and enjoying it, and just standing there on Sunday just feeling the vibe. I was like, this is what I can do. I don't want to be in the nightclub at 4 in the morning watching 22-year-olds do drugs in the bathroom and talk shit. You know what I mean? It's like I've I'd rather stay home and
Yeah.
watch OC16 Hawaii football or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Very
know.
similar to when I was telling you that like when I was taking a step back off the mic that I was like, well, I don't know if I like this. And then when I did it, I was like, well, I actually really like this. So very similar, right? Where
Yeah.
you're like, I'm behind the scenes now, but I really like it. You're
Yeah.
still very much involved, but a lot less of the face. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
And
was happy
Taylor,
to hear about the success.
yeah, and Taylor did a lot. Like he was very meticulous with how he did certain things. And he was like, "Oh,
Oh
you
yeah.
think this would be cool?" I was like, "Run it. Just keep going, do it." And like it was cool. And
How is he
yeah,
doing?
he's doing good. The I know this project took a lot from him, and like he was locked in for it and
Oh,
nervous, and yeah, it was cool. It was super cool. But I think,
y'all are event planning.
yeah, it's yeah, it
And that's
was a
like a whole
lot.
thing. Like event planning is not, yeah, it's like a whole ordeal. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was
heard
fun
somebody
though.
yelling out.
Oh,
That's why I don't like doing it downtown because people just be yelling outside all the time. Like I hear people fighting right out. So I live on the second floor, so I hear everything.
oh
I
yeah,
hear
for sure.
fighting on the street. I hear car accidents. I hear the homeless people walking by just screaming nonsense. Like I hear it all. So
Oh,
unfortunately, that has not been ideal. But it,
well,
you
when
know,
you
it's close
moved, it
there.
was like like, oh, I gotta get here now. Let's find something and let's go. It wasn't like you got to browse around and try and find the most ideal spot and like test couple places out, or like it was like, oh, there's one, let's go.
Exactly how it worked. That's exactly how it worked. Is it was like, was it within my price budget? Is it a secured building? Which, for the record, it's a secured building, but someone stole my package.
Oh
Anyway,
shit.
so I have a little patio outside, and that's where I take my dogs to use the bathroom. It's like a little grassy area.
Okay.
And I ordered it. It's like a fresh. They call it fresh patch. It's literally like a fresh patch of grass that you order, and
Okay.
someone stole that. Someone stole it from my mailing room. And I was like, this is a secured room. So someone in the building
Has
took
a
my
fresh
fucking.
patch.
How mean is that? That's so mean. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
you just
pretty
stole
fucked up.
my grass. Anyway, so that was like, and then I went to the management, and I was like, run back these cameras. Who took my grass? Who took
Did
my
they?
fucking
They
grass?
did. Yeah.
They did not care. They were not bothered by that, but I was like, even more so. With the next place that I want to live, it's gonna be way different. And the next place that I want to live, I actually want to be able to accommodate guests because a lot of
Oh,
people
okay.
visit
Oh, yeah.
or they want to come and visit, and I want to be able to accommodate that. So that's kind of like my main goal of where I want to live next is I want to be able to accommodate guests, and I want to be able to like have my dogs, and that's it. I don't really care where it's at. Well, I obviously also want to be able to walk in that area,
Yeah.
but that's like my main priority is to be able to have guests, to be able to have my dogs, and then the third thing on that list is to be able to walk around my neighborhood. And um but my parents they've come like every month since I've been almost every month since I've been here.
Okay, I want to take this short break from our show to shout out our sponsors, Medicinal Mushroom Hawaii. They're a locally based medicinal mushroom company, and they have extracted mushrooms from 5 different mushrooms. And they put it in these tinctures. I take them every day religiously. If you go to their website, medmushroomhigh.com, they pretty much have an explanation of the medicinal properties for each one of these mushrooms. They have lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail, red reishi, and the cordyceps. I take the first three in the morning. Take the red reishi at night to help me sleep good, and the cordyceps I'll take as a pre-workout before I work out. It gives me good energy. But give them a look. Medmushroomhigh.com, and if you want to buy mushrooms from them on the website, use promo code ATB pot upon checkout, all capital letters. You'll get 45% off your first tincture of mushrooms. Medmushroomhigh.com. Aloha.
Oh, by the way, I'm
Uh,
going to Vegas in like a couple of days. I'm going to Vegas on Friday.
oh, really? For what?
Uh, I'm going to the I'm going to the Raiders game on Monday against the Cowboys.
Why? That sounds like a shitty place to be.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said it like that. My brother is a Raiders fan,
Oh, okay. That
and
makes sense then. That makes sense.
yeah, yeah, my
Okay.
brother is a Raiders fan, and my dad was like, he knows somebody that could get us tickets, and so he was like, pick a game, whatever game you want to go, we'll all go. Becky, you'll come too. And my
Oh,
brother's
that
like
sounds good.
Monday night against the Cowboys, and I was like, out
Oh,
of all the games, Monday night against the Cowboys? Are you serious?
that's super
So yeah,
cool.
we're gonna go to.
Hopefully they smash the Cowboys. Then it'll be a good time.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
Yeah.
I
How long you
hope
staying
so too. I'm
there?
not even like a Raiders fan.
Oh,
So, well, because as of right now, the government shutdown is still a thing. So my flight got
yeah.
canceled.
Oh,
I was supposed to leave. I was supposed to leave at like 12, and no, I was supposed to leave at like 2 p.m., get there at like 4 p.m.
hmm.
They rescheduled me to 8 p.m. So I don't get there until like 9:30-ish. I could drive, but it's gonna rain on Friday.
Oh,
And I'm already a terrible driver. And everyone's gonna be driving to Vegas on Friday. That's like the
oh
worst day to
yeah.
is
Yeah,
on Friday.
for sure. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait to take the later flight. So Friday night I get there. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I leave Tuesday. So just the weekend. But I'm gonna be there with my parents and my brother, so I won't be as like buck wild Vegas as I could be, I suppose. But
Are are you what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm actually gonna spend Thanksgiving with Tati.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
make some mac and cheese and go over and hang out with her family. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to do that. Tati is so much fun. She's a big reason, I think, for my joy in San Diego. If she was like hard to work with or like a bad person, then I would
Oh
probably
yeah.
be miserable. But I think a lot of having both Jesse and Tati be such good people and so supportive of me and in my life, that really contributes to how happy I am out here. And it's been great. So yeah, she was like, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Do you want to come and spend it with my family?" I was like, sure. Like there's nothing, nothing else I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I saw my mom and my brother this weekend. I'm gonna see them again this weekend. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like our Thanksgiving, I suppose. I wish my sister was here, but other than that, yeah, it's that's my plans for Thanksgiving. And it'll be
Oh,
fun. But
that's
I do
cool.
miss our Friendsgiving
I was
that we
just
had
thinking
last year when
that
I showed
because
up.
yeah, that was such a interesting night. I have a picture
Well,
from that
first of all,
night, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like the bed, that's all
I
I can
showed
say.
I showed up. I showed up and I was like, where's Sasha? Where's all your guys' wives and girlfriends? And y'all were like, oh no girlfriends, no wives. And I said, why am I here? Like,
Because you're a
and I don't
friend.
want one of y'all were like, well, you're one of the boys. And I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I had such a good time and it was a lot of fun. And it was like right after I got let go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was getting really drunk then, and I still do. I still get really drunk, but that particular night I got really drunk, and
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun, and it wasn't that wild. It seems wild, but it wasn't that wild.
It wasn't wild. It
Um,
was just the most randomest people in the randomest spot at one time was
mhm.
was interesting. It's a fun time. But we're doing it in 2 weeks, I think.
Okay,
That's one
fun.
of the reason why I was asking is any chance you'd be on island.
No, I wish I would go though. I wish, but I would go. Um, I was like gonna say what I remember from that night is you were gonna text Sasha, new phone, who
Oh
this?
yeah, yeah. What do I say?
That made me
Text her
laugh so
that.
hard because
Yeah.
I was like, she's gonna be so mad if you send her that.
What? We're just playing dumb. Like what?
I
Like
know. Yeah, we're
what? Like
playing
just
dumb and it was cracking me up. Dude, I was dying.
can the
You
kind
text
come
your
to this?
yeah, you were like, new phone, who this? I would have been so mad at you.
Yo.
That is, I remember that from that night, and that was so funny. But it was so many. I have like a video clip of me like pouring me another glass of wine while y'all are talking about something like something super boy, like boy talk or whatever. And I was just like, this is not my speed. And it was just but it was really fun. I wish I could be there for another Friendsgiving, but yeah, that was a good time. I have good memories of that.
Yeah, but you say
Before.
you're coming back around Christmas time, hopefully.
So I'm supposed to do a wedding on December 20th. I should I should say supposed to. I'm going to do a wedding on December 20th. A matter of how long I'm staying and when I'm getting there is that's what's up in
Uh,
the air.
well, would
I
you
don't
want to
know
stay
if
for Christmas?
yeah, ideally.
Hmm.
Ideally. But my dogs are so expensive to get babysat
Oh yeah,
that I'm also like I don't really know anybody out here that I trust to
yeah.
that like a friend that I would trust. I trust my dog sitter that I take them to when I go on trips. But in regards to like a longer period of time, there's nobody out here that I really trust with that. So that wouldn't also be going home for Christmas, I guess I should say. Because my
Oh
best friend
yeah.
lives out here. She doesn't live in San Diego, although she just texted me that she is going to get relocated to San Diego, which I'm really excited about. But she only lives like an
Oh.
hour away. And I would trust her, but she's going to go home for Christmas for sure. So I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna put that burden on you. So yeah, in regards to coming home for Christmas, of course I'd love to be home for Christmas. But I might have to work. I
Yeah.
usually work through the holidays. I usually do. Even when
Hmm.
I was working radio back at home, I would work like on Christmas Eve. I would work a lot less and it was like a lot quieter in the building. Like, for
Yeah.
example, if I stay home and I work, or if I stay in San Diego and I work, I'm gonna leave at like 10:30. I'm not gonna like stay the whole day, like I get
Yeah.
to leave early. So it's fine if that's the case. But I have a wedding I have to do on December 20th.
In
My dogs are
Hawaii.
just going crazy in Hawaii. I just don't know if I'm gonna go like Friday and then do the wedding Saturday and leave Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna leave
Uh,
Monday. I just don't know kind of how that timeline works.
but you guys don't have like
And
a family like Christmas tradition where like they have a party or something
we
like that.
do on Christmas Eve,
Oh.
and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It will be a bummer to miss that. That's the only thing I miss about Hawaii is family, friends, and food. I don't miss the environment.
Hmm.
I don't miss not being able to like go to a sporting event. I could go
Oh
to
yeah.
UH game, but like that's it.
Yeah.
Like out here I'm going to like SCFC games. I went to like a NBA preseason game, an NBA G League game. I got countless Padres games, going
Oh
to
nice.
countless concerts, like all the things I wanted to do, I'm able to do out here. I can drive out to LA for a show, which is
Oh
hard
yeah.
to do on like a weeknight. So I would like recommend staying in LA, but I can
Hmm.
drive to Disneyland. Like Disneyland's what, an hour maybe? Like, it's
Oh
like very
wow.
easy.
Okay.
It's like well, maybe an hour and a half ish, but it's not. It's like it's a very easy drive. Anaheim is much easier than LA. Anaheim
Oh
is an
yeah.
easy drive. Once you get past Anaheim, it's a fucking nightmare. But once you
Oh
like
yeah.
reach Anaheim, it's fine. That drive to Anaheim and back, I've done it multiple times.
That's cool. That would be my thing. I'll be at Disneyland. Did you get to go a Chargers game?
No, but I will. I will go to a Chargers game. I think eventually.
Oh, you
Um,
you could go to. Oh, they're in LA though, right? Charger. Yeah,
they
Chargers.
used to be in San Diego.
That's right. They're in LA. It's SoFi. SoFi.
Mm-hmm.
Papa's gonna be
I
up
love so.
there soon, next week
When? What in LA?
or in December. Yeah, he's gonna watch the Eagles Chargers.
Oh, cute. Oh, that
Yeah,
seems fun. You know what?
yeah,
My friend's gonna be at that game too. Maybe I should go.
that'd
When
be a
is
good
it?
one. I like to say Oh, the weekend of the 9th, December, my birthday, December
The
13th, I
8th,
think.
December 8th, I think is the game. It's like a Monday night game, right?
Oh, it's a Monday. Oh, okay, it's before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. It's that weekend.
You know why? Because my
Monday.
friend, the one who lives out here, she might be going dress shopping that weekend, but she was telling me that she needs to be home by that Monday because she's going to the Chargers Eagles game because her
Oh,
fiance is an Eagles fan.
oh, okay.
But if
Yup. Yeah.
everybody's going, I want to go.
Yeah, if
That's
yeah, I'm not going to that.
fun.
'Cause I don't give a shit about the fucking Eagles or the Chargers. But I mean, I always
Now that
like
I'm
the
looking at the
Eagles.
calendar, I can, yeah, I can't go to that, or I can't stay in LA. I can only like go to the game and I'd have to come back, but that's like such a chore. So I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
But no, that sounds like a lot of fun because I have like a big work event that we're doing that Monday and Tuesday, so I can't be like I have to be at that work event. Like it's not like a even an option. But
Oh.
after that, I can have fun. So that's fun though. Yeah, no, Taylor was out here for like some DJing thing, but then he
Yeah.
didn't tell me until like the day before, and I was like, I need more time than that. I have things I have to do and like plan out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know that he was out here for some DJ thing, and yeah.
Well, maybe we'll bring Laid Back out there because I know we do have plans to take it to other places. It was just we're just kind of building the brand and maybe in the
I'm
future we'll
telling you right
take
now,
it.
the DJ that at that event I went to was so awful. I will tell you the name of the venue off camera. I will send it to you. Put the event there. I think it's a perfect size space for what you guys would do. And it's in a great location. And it's like that place that I went to was packed in there. It
Okay.
was packed in there. And it's like yeah. So that would be a fun, like, and people would go for an R&B night. Of course they would.
Yeah, and kind of maybe hopefully get like a local vibe too. Like it's a local and
How many people came
R&B vibe.
to,
We had about 400 to about
oh yeah, easy.
yeah, maybe like 400 people, give or take. Maybe 500. Yeah.
So the next event, is it going to be bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller?
We're gonna sell more tickets. Yeah,
Got it.
it was our first event and we needed to see what we didn't want to overpack it and we didn't want to cram it. So it was like okay, we got a lot more room to work with. Let's
Hmm.
sell more. And I think trying to build a brand all over again is pretty cool. And yeah, we're trying to figure it out. Like we're gonna do a few of these and then maybe take it other places and see how it works out and something
That'll be
cool.
fun.
Yeah. It's
Be so fun. I'm
definitely
excited for you.
yeah, it's definitely something that I can stay in the industry with instead of like being so closed-minded to it. After we did Eve, I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm not doing anything and I'm cool with I was
No, but
cool
that
with
was,
it. Yeah.
yeah. This is a different vibe, and it's a party, and it's like it's a one-time event, not like an every Friday
Yeah.
type of thing, you know. So
Yeah.
it's way more. How's Ari doing in volleyball?
Good. She just finished her varsity season.
Hmm.
They lost in the semis to get into states. The ILH semis, they lost to
Mm,
Marino, and which they always beat them, but I don't know what happened. But she got to
mm.
play vars her sophomore year, and she was
That's
one of the
incredible.
yeah, she was the only sophomore they brought up this year. There were two other ones there from last year that are super good, but they wanted her, they wanted to groom her to get ready for the next 2 years, and she played a lot. Like she was probably the only second string that played the most, and
Oh, good.
and I mean you've seen her, she's tiny, so see her on the court next to these 6 foot girls is pretty cool, and like she's owns it, and like she's
But
serving
that's
and
her
gets it.
position,
Yeah,
libero, right? Is you're supposed to be small. Yeah.
yeah, and then she's they just started club this last week, and she got um her club team. They were fortunate enough to have a lot of girls come out, so they formed the elite team, and she got picked to play on the elite team. And oh, watching these girls is like, oh, okay, like this team got some action. They're not like her couple of her previous club teams, there were girls like just trying volleyball or like, oh, I'm gonna play like not about it. Like this team she's on now is volleyball players. Like she got some ringers.
Yeah.
Like it's she got a team of girls that are about it and they're oh such a different dynamic watching them practice. I'm like, oh man, their first games should be fun and we see what they got and they definitely seem way more focused and about it than just oh we're playing volleyball and then like some girls are playing around or not as serious
It's
and it's
not
like
taking it as serious. Yeah. Are you
yeah
all gonna travel that team?
yeah we're going to Vegas in February and then
Okay.
freaking Indianapolis in June.
That's random.
Yeah, I'm like I don't even know where that is on the map. Like honestly, and what the hell is there to do there? Like the watch the Colts. The Colts don't even play at that time. I
Oh,
don't
they
know.
don't, but they're doing very well from what I can tell. The
Yeah, they're
Colts.
doing super good.
Mhm.
I like the team, but I'm not really I don't even like I said, I couldn't even show you it on a map. And if I've been to Wichita and if it's anywhere near Wichita, I'm not gonna have fun because that place sucked. They don't like I said, they don't even have a hill. Like they don't even have it's flat. Like
It's all flat. Yeah, flat.
yeah.
But that sounds like fun. Aren't they okay? So aren't they supposed to have the Super Bowl in San Fran this year?
Yep,
Or
and it's
this
supposed to
upcoming
be
year?
home field advantage for the Niners, but they want to get the whole team injured. So fuck, I don't know. Like
I know,
I'm
I saw that.
so
I've been
angry. It's like a
it's a
joke
rough time. It's a
already.
rough
Like I don't even
Yeah,
want
I
to
heard like
wear my jersey because I might get injured. You know what I mean? Like so put on
Mm.
my jersey and fucking break something, walk you to the bar.
It's been a rough year for the Niners, but it's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll put it. I mean, they're not out of it. They're pretty close. They're doing
No.
all right, but I
What
can't
is your
see them.
prediction on who will make it this year?
I think it might be Tampa Bay. It's either Tampa Bay or Eagles or against I don't know. I would say Colts and I don't know. I got a weird feeling the Ravens are gonna turn it around. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
That sounds
I don't know.
fun.
I honestly I wouldn't mind the Eagles again because for one, I was born in Philly and I think
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, my dad was going to school there when my mom was pregnant and then I was born there and then they flew back to Hawaii.
Hmm.
So I was born there and then came right back to Hawaii, but on my birth certificate it says Philadelphia.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, I have
interesting.
more better ties to Philly than Taylor does. And Donnie. Yeah.
And I was telling somebody that like I was telling my mother that I've never met a casual Eagles fan. I've only ever met Eagles fan that are so ride or die. Like I don't
So
meet them like
annoying. But
that's
it's
your words,
good.
not mine.
Yeah,
No, no,
it's
it's
good
yeah,
though.
it's very funny.
They have the loyalty and they went through shitty times and yeah. I
Mhm,
rather have
mhm.
that than fair weather San Francisco fans that they take out their jersey and it still has a crease down the middle because they wore it once and it's like
That's
posers.
so specific, the crease down
Yeah.
the middle. I will
Yeah.
say, because I live in San Diego now, I think I can be like a converted Chargers fan because they used to be San Diego. And I'm like, okay, like, because
Oh
I
yeah.
never had a team. I never did have a
Yeah,
team.
that makes sense though. Yeah.
I'm obviously like a Padres fan, but I was like never watching baseball before this. I watched the entire World Series and I don't care about baseball. Like, my sports has gone high, like very high since I've been here.
Does
Because
San
in
Diego have a basketball team?
no, but the Clippers used to be San Diego, and their G League team is still in San Diego. They're still called the
Oh,
San Diego Clippers, and for the G League. Um, so yeah, no, they don't have a basketball team, but that would be amazing. Um,
yeah.
it's fun though. It's fun to be a Padres fan and go to Padres games, and like, I mean, it's fun to be a UH fan, but it's fun to be a
Yeah.
Padres fan. So,
I went to
and I
a
never really had a team.
I went to a baseball game this past June. I went to a Giants.
Oh, okay.
I think they played the Padres.
Was it at Oracle Park in San Fran?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a great venue. That's a
Yeah, it was
great like
super
baseball.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like right along the water, right? And they have like all the
Yep.
people in the boats and stuff like that. Yeah, no, that's a
Yeah,
great ballpark. Yeah.
it was cool. And they had like kayak people outside waiting for the home run
Watching
so they can catch
Yeah,
it,
waiting for
get
the
it.
yeah, I think that's yeah,
Yeah.
they have a great stadium. They have a great stadium. That sounds like fun. But didn't you go to see like was it Metallica?
Yeah. So we went to it was in Santa Clara, so we caught the train to San Francisco to watch the game because the Metallica
Hmm.
concert was a Friday and a Sunday, and the baseball game was Saturday. So I got to
Hmm.
do all three. Yeah, that was super cool.
You went to both Metallica concerts?
Oh fuck yeah! There was two different sets. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss a couple. Like, yeah, of course I went to both. It was weird to
I
be in
didn't know
San Francisco Stadium and not see a sea of red. It was all black because everybody's wearing like
that.
heavy metal
Metallica,
shit. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that was a bucket list thing.
I always
That was super cool. Yeah.
That's so funny that you're like such a heavy metal fan. Because to me, you don't like. I guess when you think a typical heavy metal fan, you're thinking like the person who wears all black and like has like the hair and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
you wouldn't. I wouldn't describe you as like somebody that is a heavy metal fan, but that's very funny. And I'm sure it was a lot of fun. They're a great band to watch
Oh
live. I'm
yeah.
sure of
It was
it. I'm
amazing.
sure it
And
was.
they had Limp Bizkit open up for them and
Oh yeah, see, great show.
yeah, and
Great show.
Pantera. Yeah, it was super cool. There's rumors that Metallica might play in the Sphere, and I'll probably have to do that.
Oh, you got
So
to.
yeah, I have to steal
I heard
blood
those
to
rumors
get
too.
there. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're radio savvy. Like you probably hear all this stuff first, huh? Like
Yeah, sometimes I heard about Metallica. Um, and sometimes I'll hear about things before they're announced, but not always.
yeah.
I definitely know about who's coming to San Diego,
Oh,
and like and shows and stuff like that. And we get some shows, we get some good shows. Um, and we also get some like not
say
well, we don't get nearly as many as we do in LA. Um, but I've already been to a couple of LA shows, and I've been to SoFi for the weekend, and that was so much fun. That
oh
was a great
nice.
show. Yeah, that was a great show. So yeah, it's like if I want to go to LA for a show, I could, but that drive coming back, if I have to come home, is
Oh
lethal.
yeah.
It's
Might as
hard.
better to just fly there.
Literally, it would be better, but yeah, no, it's. I'm glad that you got to have that experience with Metallica because I know that you were going for that, and I didn't know you went to a baseball game. That's also fun too. So
Yeah. Okay, let's take a short break from our show. I want to shout out our sponsors, iRep Detail Supply. They're your one-stop shop superstore for everything you need to detail your vehicle. They have a store in Temple Valley Shopping Center as well as in Las Vegas. Their staff has been more than knowledgeable. They're super nice. And I went there and they just helped me with everything I needed. But you can go also to their website, irepdetailsupply.com. If you use promo code ATB pod upon checkout, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase order. So go give them a look. irepdetailsupply.com. Now back to the show.
glad
Did
you had a
you do you guys have artists come visit you or do your guys show in the morning?
not. You know what? Not that much.
No.
Not that much. We don't get too many artists that do that because the big ones are like they don't need help selling the tickets because they'll sell out. Um, and then like our show in particular doesn't really do too many interviews in general.
Oh, that's kind of
Um,
cool.
Sometimes we do, but not really much. Yeah. But we are down to do it. I know that they are down to do it. If they ever ask. We did I don't know if you've seen on social media, but SeaWorld during the summer had all these like concerts that went viral. And
Oh,
it
I
was
did
like
see
Yin
you
Yang
guys were
Twins.
hosting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
asked that
yeah.
question earlier. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Oh my
Who'd you
God, that
guys
was
have?
so fun.
Yin
So
Yang
we
Twins?
Yeah, so I'm also on Jammin. I'm not on Jammin that much, but I am on Jammin, so I'm technically a Jammin personality. And they hosted the SeaWorld concert, so it was like Yin Yang Twins, Trina. I also went to what was it called? I forget, but it was like Paul Wall,
Oh,
PD Pablo.
Oh shit.
Um, yeah, it was like a whole line of Bubba Sparks and one other artist as well. But our I Love the 90s was Color Me Bad,
Oh.
Rob Bass, Young MC,
Oh.
and one other one that I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
Oh, that must have been hella fun.
And that was a good show.
Yeah, that must have been super
It was
cool.
super fun. It was super fun. It was super fun. Yeah, it was those shows are fun. They're so fun because like everybody there is just like having a good time and it's outdoors, right? So you're watching like the sunset and they don't put the show past sunset. Like none of the shows are ever at night.
Oh,
So like
because you
so
wake
it's
up
like
the
always like
fish. I
I
don't
know,
know.
but they're a lot of fun and that was fun too as well. And we did a couple of interviews. I think we interviewed Tretch and we
Oh,
interviewed Rob Bass, I believe. Yeah.
oh, that's super
That was
cool.
fun. That was fun. That was a really fun time. And so it's fun to be a part of those stations and to do that. And I'm a part of like all this or all of the stations here. Cause like when you work for like one cluster, they call it like in Hawaii, right? I was doing like the beat and pop and like
Oh yeah,
you do like multiple stations. So yeah, I do star, I do channel, I do jammin. And those are like the main three stations, I guess I should say. But they have like they have two rock stations, which is
oh
not my genre.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not my genre, but very big out here. But yeah, no, it's been yeah, those shows are really fun. I can't wait for them to come back. To be honest,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna go
super
to
cool.
like a lot more. I only went to like two. I only went to the one that we hosted, and then I went to the one that was like the Bubba Sparks and Paul Wall and PD Pablo. And who was the fourth one? I have it on my phone somewhere, but it was yeah, it was a good time.
That sounds fun, and you probably knew all the words, and it's like that's all like
Mm-hmm.
old school club bangers back in the day.
And everyone's all drunk. You know what? Do you know what Cutwaters are?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so Cutwaters are it's a drink brand that actually started in San Diego, so it's all over the place. You can get a Cutwater anywhere, but it's like ready to made drinks, but they also do like tequilas and vodkas or whatever, but they're known for their ready to made drinks. So it's like a lime margarita and it's one can. That shit is
Oh,
12.5%.
well, people getting lit in San Diego.
Oh, I had my first Cutwater at a Padres game and it was very easy to drink. I drank the second one and I was like, whoa. And I was like so drunk the rest of the night. But when I went to SeaWorld, I also had Cutwaters because they gave us drink tickets. So
Oh,
I also got a Cutwater and it was delicious. And I had a good time. And I had like a crazy day that day. I think it was like I had an event in the morning, then I had that show, and then I went to an SDFC game, which is our soccer team out here. So I was just like going. But it was like a really fun evening for sure.
that's super
And
cool.
Cutwaters are very strong. So now that when you're out and you see Cutwaters, just know
Yeah,
12.5% in one can, which is
I'll
crazy.
definitely remember that. It'd be fun to not tell Sasha that though. Watch her get lit.
Oh my God. The drunkest I've ever gotten was out here in San Diego. I was out at a bar and this bar that I go to with this is a nice little exclusive for you, but with my boyfriend, the bar that I go to
Oh,
is like a bar that we go to a lot. And so we went to this bar and the owner came out and was like, let's do shots. And like we were having like a good time. So I'm like taking tequila shots and like chasing it with these like slushies that they have that have tequila in it already. I was not on this planet. I was not okay. We go home. He only lives like a block away. We go home and I'm laying down on the couch and I was like, I need to be under hot water right now. So I jump into the shower and I'm just throwing up like,
in the
and
shower.
I wasn't just throwing
Oh,
up like one time and I was good to go. Let's go. No. Constantly throwing up, like constantly like throwing up, passing out, throwing up, passing out,
oh.
throwing up, passing out for like he claims it was a long time. I really don't think I was in there for longer than 45 minutes, but I was in there for quite some time. Um, and I was just not, and I was so sick the next morning. I'd
Oh.
never gotten that far. Like I'd never gotten to that point before. I've never done that. I've like all these years up my 30 years of life, I've never gotten that drunk before. But I was still like I was conscious of everything that was happening. I wasn't like blackout or anything like that. I was just so sick. It must have been the combo or something.
Oh, that
I
makes sense. What
haven't had a sushi there since. No, not fun.
All right, well, we're not gonna just breeze past that statement that you made.
Oh,
So what the hell? You have a boyfriend now?
yeah, he's really great. He's really fun. We were hanging out for like 4 months before, 4 or 5 months before we decided to be like in a serious relationship, I guess I should say.
Okay.
But he's great. He's really, really fun. He has a different, he's had a much different life than I have had up until this point. But he treats me all the most important part is he treats me very well and he's very nice and he's very attractive.
Well, he has to be because we all can't fly up there to fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? Like he better be all those things.
He's yeah, he's all those things. He treats me very well. He's very nice. He's very supportive. And it's a good time. It really feels like I'm with one of my friends. I've always like
Oh,
sort
that's
of
good.
gravitated towards male friendships. Like I've always had male friendships in my life, and it feels like you're one of my male friendships, but also we like each other. Like that's what it
Yeah,
feels like, I guess I should say. Like, and it's yeah, it's great. It's been fun.
that's
It's
super cool.
contributing.
No-
Yeah, it's contributing to my time here in San Diego, but I keep him very quiet. I keep it
Yeah.
quiet on social media and I keep it quiet. I talk about him on the air all the time.
Oh, okay, good.
But in regards to yeah, in
So I'm
regards
not
to how much
breaking news right now then. Okay,
no,
perfect.
not at all. I talk about him
Yeah.
on the air all the time and things that we do and things that we talk about. He comes to my work events, so he's not like a secret. I just
Oh,
keep him,
good.
I guess I keep him quiet, I guess I should
Yeah.
say. And that's a lesson that I learned from my previous relationship that I had that was like really on the air and like really on social media. And when we broke up, I got way too many messages about it that I was like,
Oh.
the next relationship I have, I'm keeping it quiet.
But
Because it
now,
was like
oh
because
no,
like
go
what
ahead.
happens is they get invested, especially as a personality. I'm putting that in quotation marks, but as a personality, they get invested in you and in your
Yeah.
relationship and in your life. And when you end it, they like, of course, have questions. And so if they don't know, they don't have
Yeah.
questions. So
Exactly. Or they don't get
yeah,
bummed out or yeah.
exactly. But not a secret. Not no, not at all.
Okay, so now I know the real reason why you're not gonna be here for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Here's I was like,
No,
what?
it's still too early to celebrate all that stuff together, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Um,
it's you're still figuring it out.
Yeah, I am a person who jumps into relationships, always have been. Like as soon as I get into them, it's like the ball is rolling, we're moving fast, you're meeting my family, like we're like moving super fast and I like immediately jump into relationships. I've never like dated someone and then got into a relationship. It's always been like within a couple of weeks we're together. Like
Yeah.
it's never been that long. I think my like the only um relationship I had that was like the closest I had to like something like serious, I guess I should say. We met and like 3 days later we were together. Like it was like super
Oh,
fast. And we were together for a couple of years after that. But like I don't like I've never experienced of like us just like still dating and getting to know one another. And I'm still in the process of getting to know one another. It's just now it's like, okay, please don't have sex with anybody else. And I won't have sex with anybody else. And let's just like, can we agree to that? That's pretty much what it is. And uh,
exclusive. Just say
like
exclusive. You oof
exclusive. No,
nobody
but I will
else, and I won't oof nobody else.
correct. But I also would call him my boyfriend and I'll introduce him as my boyfriend when I'm,
Okay.
like out and about. But in regards to some of those things, like Thanksgiving. Like for example, his mom lives out here. Still haven't met her, and I don't want to. I guess I shouldn't say now. I don't want to meet her
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And there's still like I've never done that before. My family's been out here a few times since I've seen him. I don't want him to meet them either, or at least not
Okay.
right now.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good with age and maturity. It helps you
Hmm.
understand that. Cause like, what if it was like a few years ago? He'd probably be going Thanksgiving with you, right? So it's with
Totally.
with maturity, you learn these things, and it's like with Sasha. I didn't let her around Arya for a whole year when we were hanging out. Like
Hmm.
I'm like Arya's not gonna have a
Hmm.
bunch of aunties, so until yeah,
That's good
until
though. That's really good.
yeah.
That's really good.
But so your dogs can't have a bunch of uncles, you know what I mean? Like they
Oh
gotta.
no, my dogs can meet whoever.
Oh, okay, okay.
My dogs love anyone, especially that one over there that's lying in the corner, like playing with that toy. Oh, you can't really see her, but she's back there in the corner playing with that toy. She loves anybody else that isn't me. She loves me when I'm here, but
Oh,
anybody else that comes here, that she's
she's
their
about
number
it.
one fan. I'm not her
That's
fan.
funny.
Like she loves my mom. She loves my mom. Like I've never seen her act that way towards anybody else. But all that to say, they give me whoever. They're not
Yeah.
gonna know. They're not gonna know who all these men were that came by or weren't by. They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know. But yeah, no, but definitely with the family thing and really taking our time with it, and it's been super fun. We have like the best time together. It's
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's super good to hear. Finally. And then I'm thinking too, it's like it's gonna make it more valuable when you guys do decide like, okay, it's time to meet my dad or
Because when
like
we do eventually go and meet our family members, we're going to be all the time that we spend together, we're going to be so
locked
cohesive, like
in.
so
Yeah.
locked in that it'll be like we'll be ready for any sort of like uncomfortable questions, or like we're not going to not know something about one another by that point. That's kind of the
Yeah.
goal, is like by the time we get to that point, we're going to know each other so well that if anybody has any intrusive questions, or we deal with anything that's like uncomfortable with meeting the family, we'll be able to deal with it because we've spent so much time with each other and dealing with, you know, um
Yeah.
dealing with each other's lives, that it's going to be easy. And yeah, it's great.
And
I
the
you're
relationship
on
would be
my
solid. What is that?
I said you're on my close friend story, so you've seen him and you've seen that I will post him on my close friend story.
Yeah,
Sorry that
I
anyone's watching
have.
this, but if
No,
you don't have the green
definitely.
circle, you're not a part of it.
Sucks to be you.
But if you are, then you've seen him, and yeah, he is just such a joy, and it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. I told you I knew in January. I was like, I waited, and I knew that I was going to have a really significant year, and it's been significant for multiple reasons.
Awesome. Ah, your
Yeah.
do is all your good crystal vibes you put out there attracted all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Always all that manifesting.
it
We'll see
works.
for now.
Yeah. Well, we've been
It does
going for
work. It
almost
does
hour
work.
and a half. You know what I mean? Yeah, it does work. And I've been experiencing that in a few different aspects of my life too. And it's kind of cool.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm
I
glad.
just
Oh
don't
man,
have
I'm
the
so glad that
crystals.
you called.
What is that?
But you have the right mindset. It's all about the
Yeah.
mindset. The mindset is really where it's at. And I from the time that I got let go, I've told you this, from the time I got let go, I knew that brighter things were ahead. I knew it.
Yeah.
I let that one day thing happen to me, and then I moved forward from there, and it's been fun ever since. So it's all about keeping the mindset positive, and then it's really hard for things to affect you in a negative way when you keep your mindset positive.
Yeah. And
It's really hard.
to be fully transparent, your radio station sucks now. They have the Jubal show, which is a fucking nightmare. Like they literally call people to catch their significant other cheating on them. Like I'm driving to school and oh, we don't even listen. We listen to a
One of my
Pandora.
stations
Huh.
One of my stations out here has the Jubal show as their morning show, so I'm not going to say anything about
Oh, well, I hate it. And they're not even local. Like I don't give a shit. Like, oh, I don't
No,
know.
they're
It's
not.
just, yeah.
They're not local. That's definitely for sure. It's a syndicated show. But what I will say to that is rhythmic stations across the country, it's just not easy to be a rhythmic station. It's not easy being in radio in general, to be honest with you. We had another riff
Yeah.
not too long ago, like a couple of weeks ago. And so, yeah, no, it hasn't necessarily been the easiest thing in the world in radio, but especially in rhythmic radio. So, yeah, it is syndicated. And I'm sorry to hear that about the Jubal show.
It sucks. And it's like yeah. It's just
I hope
we were
the
so used to having you on and your little like segments, and Arya liked
Mm-hmm.
it, and it became like our morning ritual while we're driving into school.
Mm-hmm.
And then it stopped, and it's like we listen to Pandora, and I like talk show rate, or I like the banter. Like it makes
Yeah,
it ties the community in, and like
absolutely.
it's, yeah, and
Absolutely.
it's just not it anymore, and yeah, we
Ah,
don't listen to
sucks.
it.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure
Sorry to
I'm
hear
not the
that.
only one like it, and I like Sam and Ryan, but honestly, in my personal opinion, liked them when it was just you. Even if I didn't know you personally, it was just in my eyes, I like that show better when it was just you.
I
But
learned a lot from being on the microphone by myself and doing a live show by myself. I learned a lot. I learned about running the board and timing and how long could I talk. And my my personality got a lot better when I had to do it by myself because I didn't have a choice. So I had to cut down on the ums and the uhs and the I had I had to cut down on all
yeah.
that and had to cut down on the what they call crutch words, like using certain words and certain phrases as a crutch, even though I still do that
Oh.
to this day.
What is your mine is like. I always say like. I do say and shit too, but I'll say oh like, or I always use like, and I always hear it when I'm editing. I'm like, damn, I can't
I
get
always
around
say,
it.
with that being said, I always
Oh,
say, with that being said, it's like my number one thing I say.
with that being
With that being said, I also always say, I suppose they did this. I suppose I could do that. I say, I suppose a lot. But with that being said, was something I always said on the air was with that being said. And I was like,
well,
I can
that's
hear
way better
myself like
than
saying it. And
yeah.
I tried. I had to actively try not to do ums and uhs and okays and likes. And it's not natural conversation to exclude that from
Yeah.
your talking breaks. So that was tough. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I loved doing a solo show once I got used to it and once I sort of figured out what I was doing. Um, and it was fun for a hot minute to just be literally working by myself every single day. Uh,
Yeah, I can
that was
imagine.
fun. But it was a lot of talking because I was doing 3 shows a day. I was doing beat, I was doing pop, and then I was doing jamming on in Portland. So I was doing 3 shows a day. So it was a lot of talking. I'm still doing 3 shows today, but I talk a lot less in the morning so I can talk in the afternoon and it's
Mm.
not too bad, if that makes sense. But when I was doing a show by myself and I had to talk for like 3 minutes at a time, that was not easy.
Well, this is the conversation that I wanted to hear, and all this positivity and how much your life has changed for the better. Like it was like
Hmm.
this is the conversation I always wanted for you. Like everything you just described in your life, like this is everything I wanted for you
Thank you.
at this moment. And as a friend, I feel like you deserve it. Like you
Thank you.
definitely deserve it, and work hard for it. And I always like seeing good things happen to good people, especially if you're my fucking friend.
Hmm.
And I can't wait till the next year. And I'm staying truthful to my word. I want to have you on every year. Like you're fun to talk to, and
I was
um
so looking forward to this. I was really excited
ah.
about it. And I'm so glad I will jump on every year. I'll jump on multiple
Yeah,
times a year. So you anytime you
yeah.
need me, I will do it. And it's no problem at all. It's such a joy to do. I remember the first one that I did. I think I told you I was waiting for you to ask me to do this.
Yeah, I was like,
So
yeah, I'm super.
yeah, I will always do it. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, but
No
I will always
worries.
do it. And I've told this before. I've said this on the mic. I've said it off the mic that you are one of my most supportive, positive friends. That's truly intentional with your support, and you're just truly like just a supportive person. When I had gotten let go, you check in on me. You ask me how I'm doing all the time. Like you're very dialed in as a friend and very supportive. You're the type of friend I know I could call in a certain
Guarantee.
crisis. Like it's a very rare thing. So yeah, I will always be there for you if you need me. And that's
For
why I was doing your
sure.
wedding.
Yep, I
That's
was
the
gonna say
only
you
time I flew
were.
home.
Yep.
Not for any family members, not for any party. I flew home for you and
Yeah.
Sasha for that matter. But I will always. Yeah, I'll always have your back. So thank you for having me again. It was a lot of
Of
fun.
course. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I am excited to see how your career is going to be in the next year, and um see how our friendship
We'll see.
is with
Maybe we'll manifest.
yeah, what if you get married in a year or engaged or who knows? Like it could be crazy. You could have a crazier year. Putting it out there.
Who knows? I could be living in
Yeah.
LA. I could be living in
Yep.
LA, having like a different job, being on, being in a bigger role. That could happen. That's something I'm manifesting for myself. So we will see. Who knows?
Well,
Fingers crossed.
I'm
Fingers crossed.
definitely feel the same as I did when you were here. You have no cap, and whatever you're gonna strive for, you're gonna succeed. Like there's
Thank you.
few of my friends, my close friends have that all that have that same mentality. And I think that's the Earth's
Mm,
magnet to draw those people together. Like my friends are all very driven and guaranteed down to work for what they get. And I think that's probably why we're all friends. And no, I don't have many scrubby friends.
That's the energy that you attract, I suppose. See, there I go
Yeah.
again saying I suppose. But that's the
Yeah.
energy that you attract is you only attract people who are determined and who want better for their lives and that's the kind of friend that you are is because you want us to have better for our lives and be the best that we can be. That's why you attract that sort of energy is that's like I'm sure that's
Yeah,
also something that you might want for yourself as well. So
for
it all
sure.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All
thank you.
right.
This was fun.
Well, thank you for taking time on. And I know it's now a different time. You're on a different time zone than we are, so I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate it. All right.
No,
Well,
thank you.
shakas for the cameras.
Yay.
We're out with our 5-year anniversary episode. I appreciate it's you. Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary, by the way.
Yeah. Thank
I'm
you.
so
We're
glad.
out.
I was glad to be a part of it.
Right
Yay.
on. Shout out to the Artist Group Network. Aloha.
Okay, great.